What if the greatest basketball story ever told didn't happen under bright lights? What if it took place in quiet gyms, without cameras, before the world knew his name, before the 6 rings, before Air Jordan, before the NBA even drafted him? Michael Jordan faced the giants of the league and brought them to their knees. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Isiah Thomas, not once, not twice, 8 times. He wasn't a pro. He wasn't a household name. He was just a skinny kid from North Carolina.
At guard for North Carolina, 6'5", a freshman from Wilmington, North Carolina, number 23, Michael Jordan.
No endorsements, no guarantees. Stepping onto the floor against the best players on earth. And somehow, they couldn't stop him.
Parish to try to push the ball inside to alley-oop. Michael Jordan at the one-handed alley-oop. Spectacular.
There's the alley-oop to Jordan, and Jordan is fouled by contact. That has turned on the North Carolina fans, and it could turn on the North Carolina team. A sensational alley-oop.
No fanfare, no trophy, just a ruthless reminder that greatness doesn't ask permission. It announces itself. This isn't the story of how Michael Jordan rose to greatness. It's the story of how he walked in and took it before the NBA even knew what hit them. And if you've never heard it, that's because legends are often born in silence. In the summer of 1984, Michael Jordan found himself in a unique and somewhat perplexing position. He was not yet a professional basketball player, yet he was already something much more significant than a mere college athlete. He had not been drafted into the NBA, did not belong to any team, and had not signed any lucrative shoe deals that would later transform him into a marketing juggernaut. Instead, he was just a 21-year-old kid from Wilmington, North Carolina, with an unquenchable fire in his lungs and a point to prove to anyone who doubted him. That summer, Team USA was gearing up for the Olympics, and the rules were different back then. Unlike today, where NBA players are the standard bearers for the national team, the 1984 Olympic squad was composed entirely of college athletes. On paper, this arrangement appeared to be a significant disadvantage for the U.S. team, as they were up against seasoned NBA players who had already established themselves as some of the best in the game. However, in reality, this situation became the perfect storm for a young Jordan to showcase his immense talent. On that roster stood a young Michael Jordan, and across from him, game after game, stood the best the NBA had to offer. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Isiah Thomas, Kevin McHale, Clyde Drexler, and James Worthy. Hall of Famers, champions, MVPs, and one by one, they all lost. Michael Jordan didn't come from a lineage of sports greatness. He didn't have a legacy to inherit or a family of athletes to guide him. What he possessed was an unyielding drive to win, a relentless ambition that burned within him like a raging inferno. It was a kind of internal pressure that no coach could teach or contain. Under the strict and watchful guidance of Dean Smith at the University of North Carolina, Jordan honed his skills and developed a sense of discipline that matched his natural instinct for the game. By the time he reached college, he had already achieved remarkable accolades. He was the College Player of the Year, the leading scorer in the Atlantic Coast Conference, ACC, and a national champion. His time at UNC was marked by unforgettable moments, including the iconic game-winning shot in the 1982 NCAA championship against Georgetown.
The black, the time, 18. Shot, Jordan, Michael Jordan, 14 seconds.
Which not only secured the title for the Tar Heels, but also signaled the arrival of a new star in college basketball. Yet, despite his impressive resume, the NBA did not view him as a guaranteed #1 pick in the upcoming draft. In fact, many analysts and scouts did not see him as someone to build a franchise around. The prevailing belief in the NBA during the 1980s was that the league revolved around big men. Centers were considered kings of the court, and if you didn't have one, your team was unlikely to contend for championships. As a result, Hakeem Olajuwon was taken first overall, followed by Sam Bowie at second. Meanwhile, Jordan, a mere 6'6" shooting guard, was seen as a risky choice. But Jordan never measured himself by size or the opinions of others. What drove him wasn't the sting of being overlooked. It was the vast chasm between what people thought he was capable of and what he knew he could achieve.
And then, like people would say, hey, did you know in college that Jordan was going to be great? Like, yeah, we did. We knew. When you played against him and Len Bias and Ralph Sampson, you're kind of going, all right, whoever said all men are created equal, that's BS. Like, that's just not true.
Jordan's upbringing played a crucial role in shaping his character and work ethic. Growing up in a modest household, he was taught the value of hard work and perseverance. His parents instilled in him the importance of education and discipline, which translated into his approach to basketball. He often spoke about how his competitive nature was fueled by his experiences playing against his older brothers, Larry and James. They pushed him to his limits, making him tougher and more determined to succeed. This foundation laid the groundwork for the relentless pursuit of excellence that would define his career. In preparation for the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics, Team USA recognized the need for strong competition to sharpen its skills and enhance team chemistry. Organizers arranged a series of exhibition games, lording, a total of 8, in which the college team would face off against rotating squads of NBA stars. These matchups were not public spectacles. Most took place in small gyms, with minimal media coverage, barely any cameras, and even less fanfare. To the NBA players, these games were merely summer, fun, low-stakes basketball that allowed them to enjoy their off-season without the pressure of competition.
A 6'5" junior from Wilmington, North Carolina, number 9, Michael Jordan.
However, to Michael Jordan, these games were nothing short of war. He saw the names being announced: Magic, Bird, Parish, Drexler, McHale. These were not just players, they were the titans of the game, the very legends he would face in the NBA one day. Here was his chance to measure himself, not in theory, not on draft boards or through the lens of analysts, but in real time, face to face, against the best of the best. This wasn't a simple scrimmage. It was an opportunity to prove himself, one he wasn't about to waste. The atmosphere surrounding these exhibition games was electric, filled with anticipation and tension. The NBA stars, confident in their abilities, may have underestimated the college players, viewing them as inexperienced and naive. But Jordan, fueled by a burning desire to prove his worth, approached each game with a steely resolve. He was determined to show that he was not just another college kid, but a player capable of competing at the highest level. As the games progressed, it became clear that Jordan was not just another member of the college team. He was the driving force behind their success. His ability to elevate his game in crucial moments caught the attention of everyone in attendance. With each passing game, he gained more confidence and began to embrace the role of leader, inspiring his teammates to rise to the occasion alongside him.
The kid is just an absolutely great kid. If I were going to pick the 3 or 4 best athletes I've ever seen play basketball, he'd be one of them.
The first game was against a squad led by Orlando Woolridge, who, ironically, was the best player on the Chicago Bulls at the time, Jordan's soon-to-be teammate. From the opening tip, Jordan came out blazing. He didn't ease into the game. He attacked the rim with ferocity. He hounded defenders relentlessly, sprinting through fast breaks as if his legs were wired to lightning. The result? Team USA won. Comfortably. It was supposed to be a warm-up, a soft start to the series. But Jordan turned it into a declaration of his intent and capability. He was done being labeled as next. He was ready to be now. Jordan's performance in that game was not just about scoring points. It was about establishing dominance. He showcased a blend of speed, agility, and skill that left the NBA players reeling. His confidence grew with each basket, and he made it clear that he was not intimidated by the stars he faced. The game was a turning point, not just for him, but for the perception of college athletes going up against established professionals. As the game progressed, Jordan's competitive spirit became contagious, igniting a fire within his teammates. They began to feed off his energy, matching his intensity and determination. The chemistry on the court was palpable, and it became evident that this wasn't just a group of talented players. They were becoming a cohesive unit, united by a shared goal. The victory in that first game was not merely a win on the scoreboard. It was a statement that reverberated throughout the basketball community, signaling the arrival of a new force in the sport. If the NBA's pride was bruised after the first game, it was downright furious after the second. The league's top players were determined to reclaim their honor, so they loaded up their roster this time with heavy hitters. Magic Johnson, Kevin McHale, Isiah Thomas. These names didn't just define teams, they defined entire eras of basketball. They were seasoned veterans, respected figures in the sport, and they were built to crush any competition they faced. But Jordan wasn't playing scared. He approached the game with a kind of ferocious joy, as if each basket he made was proof that he truly belonged on the court. He found gaps in transition, hit mid-range shots with surgical consistency, and attacked McHale's length with remarkable agility. He outran Magic's court vision with raw explosiveness, turning the game into a showcase of his burgeoning talent. Team USA won again, this time by 6 points. The whispers among the NBA players began to circulate. Who is this kid? Where did he come from? The aura of Michael Jordan was beginning to take shape, and the NBA stars were starting to realize they were facing a future legend. This game was particularly significant because it showcased Jordan's ability to perform under pressure. The NBA stars were not just playing for pride, they were playing for their reputations. Each possession was critical, and the stakes were high. Jordan thrived in this environment, and his performance reflected his unwavering belief in his abilities. He made clutch shots, delivered pinpoint passes, and played tenacious defense, demonstrating that he was not just a scorer but a complete player. As the final buzzer sounded, the reality began to sink in for the NBA players. They were not just facing a college team. They were facing a player who was destined for greatness. Jordan's confidence was infectious, and it began to spread throughout his teammates, solidifying their belief that they could compete with the best in the world. The NBA thought the last 2 games were flukes, mere coincidences that could be dismissed. So they switched up the team once more, bringing in more scorers. Clyde Drexler, Bill Walton, and other players with rings, Olympic medals, and veteran wisdom. They believed this new lineup would finally put an end to Jordan's impressive run. But none of it mattered. Jordan carved through them like they were standing still. He didn't just score, he imposed his will on the game. He played both ends of the court with relentless energy, making steals, diving for loose balls, and rebounding over bigger men. His jumpers seemed to defy physics, bending time and space with their precision. Team USA won again, this time by a staggering 13 points. It wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. It wasn't close, and it wasn't competitive. It was the beginning of a myth, a narrative that would grow as Jordan continued to dominate. In this game, Jordan's ability to adapt and overcome challenges shone through. The NBA players tried to employ various defensive strategies to contain him, but he consistently found ways to exploit their weaknesses. His basketball IQ was evident as he read the game, anticipating plays before they unfolded. He was not merely reacting to the defense, he was dictating the pace and flow of the game.
Did you feel like you were better than Jordan? Now you don't look and say, yeah, Michael was better than me. You feel like...
Let me tell you something. What I feel like is I can compete with anybody. I mean, if you're taking 35 shots and I'm taking 20, you're going to have more points. I can't stop you from getting 35 points because you're going to get a lot of attempts. But I can make you shoot a worse percentage.
Yeah.
Make you work for it.
Jordan's performance transcended individual statistics. It was a masterclass in leadership. He encouraged his teammates, communicated effectively on the court, and made everyone around him better. His passion for the game was palpable, and it inspired his teammates to elevate their own performances. The victory solidified the college team's confidence and left the NBA players questioning their own abilities. Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, and Robert Parish formed the backbone of the Boston Celtics, a team that had defined success in the NBA. Along with Isiah Thomas and Henry Bibby, they were supposed to be the NBA's final answer to the college kids. On paper, they should have been unbeatable. They had experience, skill, and the kind of chemistry that comes from years of playing together at the highest levels. But Jordan didn't care who you were or what you had accomplished. He played with a fierce determination that belied his age. He dunked in transition, pulled up from the baseline, baited defenders into fouls, and played with a passion that was palpable. He seemed to channel the dreams of every aspiring basketball player into his performance, making each play feel like a moment of destiny. Team USA didn't just win, they crushed the Celtics. Final score: Another 15-point victory. The NBA players were left reeling, their confidence shaken, and their pride wounded. This game was pivotal not only for the series, but for Jordan's burgeoning legacy. He faced some of the greatest players in the history of the game and emerged victorious. Each shot he made, each defensive play he executed, and each moment he seized only added to the growing legend of Michael Jordan. The Celtics, known for their toughness and resilience, were unable to withstand the onslaught of Jordan's relentless drive. As the game progressed, it became clear that Jordan was not just playing for himself. He was playing for the legacy of college basketball, and for every player who had ever been overlooked or underestimated. His performance resonated with fans and players alike, and it became a rallying cry for those who believed in the power of hard work and determination. By this point, the NBA was no longer just playing to test the college kids. They were playing to save face. They were desperate to prove that their league was superior, that the college players were no match for the professionals. But they couldn't crack the code that was Michael Jordan. Game 5. Team USA won by 11 points, showcasing their growing cohesion and Jordan's relentless drive. The NBA stars were beginning to realize that they were not just facing a talented team, they were facing a player who was willing to do whatever it took to win. Game 6. They won by 16 points, further solidifying their dominance and leaving the NBA players questioning their abilities. Jordan's performance was punctuated by highlight reel plays that left spectators in awe. He was not just playing basketball, he was redefining what it meant to compete at the highest level. Game 7. This game was the closest yet, just 5 points, but still a win for Team USA. The pros brought everything they had: Doc Rivers, James Worthy, Michael Thompson, Rolando Blackman. They tried different strategies, different lineups, and different plays, but nothing worked. Every time they thought they had an answer, Jordan found a way to counter it. No matter how hard they pushed, how many veterans they added to their roster, Jordan remained relentless. Every game, he found a way to rise above the challenge. If his jumper wasn't falling, he attacked the paint with ferocity. If the defense closed in, he dished out perfect passes to his teammates. If his teammates missed, he crashed the boards and cleaned it up himself. He did everything, and he made it look not just possible, but inevitable. As the series progressed, the NBA players began to feel the weight of their losses. The pressure mounted, and the realization set in that they were not just facing a college team, they were facing a player who had the potential to change the game forever. Jordan's relentless pursuit of victory became a psychological weapon as doubt began to creep into the minds of the seasoned pros. By Game 8, the NBA had thrown the kitchen sink at Team USA. The lineup was stacked with talent: Magic Johnson, Isiah Thomas, Alex English, Michael Cooper, Mark Aguirre, Kurt Rambis, and Larry Nance. This was a loaded, balanced, and experienced squad that had all the tools to finally defeat the college team. Yet, despite the pressure mounting around him, Jordan didn't blink. In that decisive game, he dropped 27 points, running the break with precision, taking contact in the air, drawing fouls, hitting jumpers, and making key assists. He read the floor like a seasoned veteran, not a college kid who had just stepped onto the national stage. He led his team to an 84-72 victory, capping the series with a perfect 8-0 sweep. The NBA wasn't just shocked, it was warned. They had witnessed the emergence of a new force in basketball, a player who was ready to redefine the game. This game was not merely a culmination of the exhibition series, it was a masterpiece that showcased Jordan's incredible talent and determination. He was not just playing for himself, he was playing for the future of basketball, proving that hard work and dedication could overcome established norms and expectations. His performance was a testament to the idea that greatness could emerge from unexpected places, and it reverberated throughout the basketball community. As the final buzzer sounded, the reality of what had just transpired began to sink in. The NBA players, once confident in their superiority, now faced the undeniable truth. They had been outplayed, outmatched, and outclassed by a young man with a singular vision and an unrelenting desire to succeed. Jordan had not only won the games, he had won their respect. Weeks later, Jordan led Team USA into the Olympics, the last American squad, made entirely of college players. He averaged 17.1 points per game, led the team in scoring, and took home the gold medal. It wasn't a question of potential anymore. He was already the best player on the floor, even against seasoned professionals, even against the world. This wasn't merely a warm-up for his career. It was a warning shot to the entire league. With each game, he solidified his place in basketball history, proving that he was more than just a college star. He was a player destined for greatness, and the world was starting to take notice. The Olympics provided Jordan with a platform to showcase his talents on an even larger stage. He played with poise and confidence, leading his teammates with a combination of skill and charisma that captivated audiences around the globe. Each game was a stepping stone toward his ultimate goal of becoming a basketball legend. As the tournament progressed, Jordan's leadership and performance became vital to Team USA's success. He not only contributed offensively, but also played tenacious defense, demonstrating his commitment to winning. His ability to rise to the occasion under pressure was a hallmark of his character, and it became evident that he was not just a player. He was a leader who could inspire those around him. The gold medal victory was a culmination of hard work, determination, and belief in oneself. It marked the beginning of a new era in basketball, one that would be defined by the greatness of Michael Jordan. His performance in the Olympics solidified his status as a rising star and set the stage for what would become one of the most storied careers in sports history. Later that year, Jordan was drafted by the Chicago Bulls, 3rd overall. His rookie season was nothing short of spectacular. He averaged 28.2 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists, shooting over 52% from the field. He won the Rookie of the Year award, made the All-Star team, and led Chicago back to the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. But the players who faced him in those exhibition games weren't surprised. They had seen it already. They had felt the intensity, the skill, and the determination that Jordan brought to the court. Before the world knew him as Air Jordan, they knew him as the kid who had beaten them. Not once, but 8 times. Jordan's transition to the NBA was seamless, as he carried the momentum from the exhibition games into his professional career. He quickly established himself as a dominant force in the league, earning respect from players and coaches alike. His work ethic, combined with his natural talent, allowed him to excel in ways that few could have predicted. As the season progressed, Jordan's impact on the Bulls was undeniable. He transformed the team's fortunes, leading them to victories and revitalizing the franchise. His electrifying style of play captured the imagination of fans and media, and he quickly became a household name. The league took notice, and the basketball world was forever changed. Legends are often remembered by what they do in the spotlight, but greatness reveals itself in the shadows, in the quiet gyms, in the games no one watches but everyone remembers. This is where Michael Jordan became more than just a player. He became a presence, a force, a prophecy fulfilled. Before the endorsements that would make him a billionaire, before the banners that would hang in the rafters of the United Center, before the bronze statues that would immortalize him for generations to come, he was just a kid from North Carolina who walked into a gym full of giants and walked out a god. This moment marked the genesis of a legacy that would redefine basketball and inspire countless athletes for generations to come. Michael Jordan's journey from a hungry college player to a basketball icon began that summer, a narrative that would echo through the annals of sports history. The day he took on the NBA All-Stars was not just a series of games, it was the birth of a legend, a testament to the power of determination, skill, and an unyielding spirit. As the world would soon discover, Michael Jordan was not just a player, he was a phenomenon, an athlete who would change the game forever, setting standards that would challenge future generations. His relentless pursuit of excellence would inspire not only basketball players but athletes in every sport, proving that with hard work, dedication, and an unwavering belief in oneself, anything is possible. The story of that summer in 1984 is more than just a chapter in the history of basketball. It is a powerful reminder of the heights that can be reached when talent meets tenacity. Michael Jordan's impact extended far beyond the court. His influence on the game, the culture of basketball, and the world of sports marketing reshaped the landscape of athletics. He became a symbol of excellence and a role model for aspiring athletes everywhere. The legacy he built during that summer laid the foundation for a career that would redefine what it meant to be great in the world of sports, inspiring future generations to reach for their dreams and strive for greatness, no matter the obstacles they face. That's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked our content, please give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, NBA Legends, and enable notifications to stay updated with all our future content. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, take care and goodbye.
I'm going to give you Larry Bird in his prime or LeBron in his prime.
Larry Bird.
Bird in the corner, double fake, jumper, it's good!
He was the most motivated player I ever saw.
Finds Bird. Won't go. Bird the rebound. Over his head to McHale.
When you think about NBA players who struck fear into the hearts of their opponents, names like Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, or even Kevin Garnett probably come to mind first. But there's one player who absolutely deserves a spot in any top 5 list of the most feared players in NBA history, and that's Larry Bird. So we will explore the key themes of Bird's character and contributions to the sport. But don't wait around, please give us a like and subscribe to support us in making more top-notch NBA content. Thanks a lot, and let's go.
Larry Bird would shoot it anywhere. If you think about how many times he won a championship and what he was doing and what he was averaging.
Larry Bird's commitment to the game was unparalleled and served as a hallmark of his illustrious career. He famously vowed to give 100% in every game, embodying the true essence of a competitor. Bird's tenacity was legendary. He refused to sit out even for minor injuries, famously stating he wouldn't miss games for a torn toenail. This relentless drive saw him playing through broken bones, debilitating back spasms, and a myriad of other injuries that would have sidelined most athletes. How did such a mentality shape not only his career, but also the culture of the teams he played for? His willingness to sacrifice his body for the team made him a symbol of grit and toughness in the sport, earning him the admiration and respect of fans, teammates, and rivals alike.
People don't understand that he was like, oh, he was slow. He wasn't, he was just smart. You know what I'm saying? He was smart and he can get it. He can get it done. He wasn't MVP all them times and all the All-Stars all them times for nothing.
Bird's competitive fire was not just a personal trait. It became a defining characteristic of his teams. His fearlessness on the court, often diving for loose balls and taking hard fouls without flinching, showcased a level of dedication rarely seen in professional sports. This fierce determination inspired those around him to elevate their own games, creating a culture of hard work and resilience within the teams he played for. In what ways did Bird's work ethic influence the expectations of future players? Bird's legacy of toughness and commitment to excellence continues to inspire athletes across various sports, serving as a reminder that true greatness often requires enduring pain and pushing beyond perceived limits. Moreover, Bird's work ethic was not merely about physical endurance, it was also about mental fortitude. He approached each game with a strategic mindset, studying opponents and understanding their tendencies. This preparation allowed him to anticipate plays and make decisions that often turned the tide in crucial moments. Bird's ability to blend hard work with intelligence on the court set him apart from many of his contemporaries, establishing a standard for future generations of players to emulate. Bird's college career at Indiana State was nothing short of remarkable, marking a turning point that would catapult him into the national spotlight.
I really learned about what it was all about. When I played in the Garden, every game I went to, the same people in the same spots for 13 years, So they've been there forever. They knew the game. They loved the game of basketball. But playing for the Boston Celtics was the highlight of my whole life. I enjoyed my time in Terre Haute, Indiana State. We did something incredible there, but playing at a high level and doing it for a living was the highlight of my career. And it happened to be in Boston, which is a city that I respect and love, and the best time of my life.
Leading a mid-major school with no NCAA tournament history, he propelled the team to a perfect 33-0 record before facing Magic Johnson's Michigan State in the 1979 NCAA championship. This game, often regarded as one of the most significant moments in college basketball history, showcased Bird's exceptional skills and competitive spirit. What lessons did Bird learn during this pivotal time that would benefit him in the NBA? During his time at Indiana State, Bird averaged over 30 points and 13 rebounds per game, demonstrating his versatility as a player. His ability to score, rebound, and assist made him a triple threat on the court, captivating audiences and drawing attention from professional scouts. Bird's performance not only elevated his team, but also put Indiana State on the map, transforming it into a respected program in the world of college basketball. The 1979 NCAA championship game against Michigan State became a cultural phenomenon, drawing millions of viewers and revitalizing interest in college basketball. Bird's poise under pressure and his ability to perform in high-stakes situations solidified his reputation as a clutch player. This period of his life was not just about individual accolades, it was about the impact he had on the game and the legacy he began to build as a future NBA star.
I'm gonna take you over to this corner, I'm gonna dribble 2 times, I'm gonna hit your ass in the face, and it bet not touch the rim.
Wow.
And then he said, if it do, I'm gonna come right back and do it again until it touch it. That's how Larry Bird used to get at him.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, Larry Bird was the coldest shit talker ever, man. And he bagged it up because he was so cold.
That's
you know
crazy.
What I'm saying?
Bird's college experience also taught him valuable lessons about teamwork and leadership. He learned to trust his teammates and foster a collaborative spirit, understanding that success was a collective effort. This mindset would serve him well in the NBA, where he would become known not only for his scoring ability, but also for his capacity to elevate those around him. How did these lessons shape his approach to leadership in the professional arena? Bird's time at Indiana State laid the groundwork for his future success, demonstrating that hard work, dedication, and a commitment to excellence can lead to extraordinary achievements. Drafted 6th overall by the Boston Celtics in 1978, Bird quickly transformed the franchise from a struggling team into a powerhouse. The Celtics had endured a difficult period prior to Bird's arrival, finishing with only 29 wins the previous season. However, under Bird's leadership, the team saw a remarkable turnaround, improving to 61 wins in his rookie year. This dramatic change was not just a reflection of Bird's talent, it was a testament to his leadership qualities and ability to inspire those around him. How did Bird's arrival influence the Celtics' culture and performance? Bird's averages of 21.3 points, 10.4 rebounds, and 5 assists per game during his rookie season earned him the NBA Rookie of the Year award in 1980. His impact extended beyond statistics. He brought a new level of competitiveness and professionalism to the Celtics. Bird's work ethic and dedication to the game set a standard for his teammates, fostering an environment where excellence was the expectation, not the exception. The Celtics' resurgence under Bird's leadership marked the beginning of a new era in Boston basketball. His ability to connect with fans and elevate the team's performance revitalized the franchise's image and solidified its place in NBA history. Bird's arrival not only transformed the Celtics, but also set the stage for a fierce rivalry with the Los Angeles Lakers, further enhancing the drama and excitement of the league during the 1980s.
Do you remember? I know I have nightmares. Do you? Do you have nightmares?
Yes, I was there in the 80s.
Yes.
I was there.
Me too.
I was there covering. Well, I was covering the Celtics. You were trying to cover the Celtics.
Bird's impact was felt not only in wins and losses, but also in the way he played the game. His basketball IQ, combined with his passing ability and court vision, allowed him to create opportunities for his teammates. He understood the importance of teamwork and often facilitated plays that showcased the talents of those around him. In what ways did Bird's selflessness contribute to the Celtics' success? Bird's selflessness and commitment to team success were pivotal in establishing the Celtics as a dominant force in the league.
I just hate anybody in green. It was with Larry, it was with Kevin McHale, because you had to hate the Celtics to beat them, because when I got here, we were 0-4, I think 8, and then the first time against the Celtics, and then in championship series, and then we lost that in '84. That made us 0-9, I believe. And so you have a real dislike for them.
The rivalry between Larry Bird and Magic Johnson is legendary, shaping the NBA landscape in the 1980s and beyond. Their fierce competition culminating in 3 NBA Finals, 1984, 1985, and 1987, revitalized the league during a period of declining viewership. Bird's Celtics and Johnson's Lakers represented the East and West, respectively, and their duels became iconic moments in sports history, captivating fans and drawing significant media attention. How did this rivalry influence the overall perception of the NBA? The 1984 NBA Finals, in particular, were marked by intense physicality and high-stakes drama. Bird's Celtics faced off against Johnson's Lakers in a series that showcased the best of both teams. The rivalry not only highlighted the contrasting styles of play, Bird's finesse and shooting ability versus Johnson's speed and athleticism, but also underscored the larger cultural battle between the East and West coasts. The series became a defining moment for the NBA, helping to shape the modern competitive spirit of the league and reigniting fan interest. Bird and Magic's rivalry extended beyond the court. It became a cultural phenomenon that transcended basketball. Their contrasting personalities and playing styles captured the imagination of fans, and their mutual respect for one another added depth to their competition. This rivalry not only elevated their individual careers, but also played a crucial role in bringing fans back to the league, establishing a legacy that would influence generations of players and fans alike.
Man, first of all, thank God for Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. They're the guys who made the NBA what it is today. We owe those guys a great deal of gratitude, The
impact of Bird and Magic's rivalry can still be felt today, as it laid the groundwork for the NBA's marketing strategies and the way the league promotes its stars. Their battles created a narrative that captivated audiences, drawing in new fans and solidifying the NBA's place in American sports culture. Bird and Magic's rivalry was more than just a competition, it was a celebration of the sport, showcasing the best of what basketball has to offer. Bird's dominance in the NBA was further evidenced by his 3 consecutive MVP awards from 1984 to 1986, a feat achieved by only a select few in the history of the league. His exceptional skills, combined with his leadership and work ethic, made him a formidable force on the court. Bird led the Celtics to 3 NBA championships 1981, 1984, and 1986, and was named Finals MVP twice, solidifying his status as one of the greatest players in basketball history. How did Bird's achievements during this period define his legacy? In the 1986 season, Bird's performance was nothing short of extraordinary. He averaged 25.8 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 8 assists per game, while shooting an impressive 49.6% from the field. His ability to impact the game in multiple ways set him apart from his peers, showcasing his versatility and basketball IQ. Bird's contributions during this time were integral to the Celtics' success, as he consistently delivered in clutch moments and led his team with confidence and poise.
So Larry Bird came over there and looked at our bench, and he said, 3-pointer from right over here. So I'm sitting over there looking like that Babe Ruth, calling your shot already, right?
Yeah.
So Isiah, I'm sitting there looking. He looked down at the floor. Hell, everybody looked down at the floor. He like he threw something, and he hit a 3.
Can you believe that?
Bird's legacy in the NBA is not solely defined by his individual accolades, it is also characterized by his unwavering commitment to team success. He understood the importance of collaboration and teamwork, often elevating the performance of those around him. His ability to connect with his teammates and foster a winning culture within the Celtics organization remains a defining aspect of his legacy. The championships Bird won with the Celtics are a testament to his ability to perform under pressure and deliver when it mattered most. Each title represented not just personal achievement, but a culmination of hard work, sacrifice, and a collective effort from the entire team. Bird's leadership on and off the court was instrumental in guiding the Celtics to their triumphs, reinforcing the idea that true greatness is achieved through collaboration and unity. The 1985-86 Celtics, featuring Bird alongside legends like Kevin McHale, Robert Parish, and Bill Walton, are often regarded as one of the greatest teams in NBA history. With a staggering 67-15 record and an astonishing 41 home record, Bird's leadership and skill were pivotal in achieving this remarkable success. The team's chemistry, combined with their collective talent, created a formidable force that dominated the league. How did Bird's leadership contribute to the team's historic performance? Bird's performance during the 1985-86 season was extraordinary, as he consistently delivered outstanding contributions on both ends of the court. His ability to score, rebound, and facilitate for his teammates made him a triple threat, and he showcased his versatility in various ways. One memorable moment from that season occurred when Bird recorded a triple-double using his left hand against the Portland Trail Blazers, demonstrating not only his skill, but also his commitment to practice and improvement. The dominance of the 1985-86 Celtics was not just a result of individual talent, it was a product of teamwork and collaboration. Bird's leadership played a crucial role in fostering a winning culture within the team, where each player understood their role and contributed to the collective success. This season remains a benchmark for excellence in the NBA, as Bird and his teammates set a standard that future generations would aspire to achieve. Bird's ability to elevate his teammates was evident throughout the season, as he consistently made plays that showcased their strengths. His unselfishness and willingness to share the spotlight created an environment where everyone felt valued and motivated to contribute. The 1985-86 Celtics are remembered not only for their success, but also for the camaraderie and unity that defined their championship run.
Talk trash with against everyone else, but you know the difference is he could back it up. He could back it up. You know, I remember, you know, like I was saying, growing up in Boston, people all used to always talking about that he can't jump, he can't do this, he can't do that. And, you know, a lot of my friends was like that, you know. So, I got to the league. I called all my friends back up. I said, you know, all that trash that you were talking, you need to squash all that. This man is great. He can, whatever you were saying for a man who can't jump, he's demolishing everybody.
Larry Bird was renowned for his clutch performances and high basketball IQ, traits that became synonymous with his playing style. He consistently delivered in critical moments, hitting game-winning shots and executing no-look passes with precision. Bird's ability to perform under pressure was a defining characteristic of his career, as he thrived in high-stakes situations where others might falter. What set Bird apart from his peers in these moments? Signature moments from Bird's career include his iconic steal and assist to Dennis Johnson in the 1987 playoffs, which exemplified his ability to make crucial plays when it mattered most. Additionally, his remarkable 60-point game against the Atlanta Hawks showcased not only his scoring prowess, but also his ability to elevate his team's performance in critical moments. Bird's confidence was evident when he would inform defenders of his shooting intentions, only to follow through with remarkable accuracy, further solidifying his reputation as one of the most clutch players in the history of the game. Bird's high basketball IQ allowed him to read the game and anticipate plays before they unfolded. He possessed an innate understanding of his teammates' strengths and weaknesses, enabling him to make split-second decisions that often resulted in scoring opportunities. His ability to communicate effectively on the court and make strategic plays exemplified his intelligence as a player, setting him apart from his contemporaries. Bird's clutch performances are celebrated not only for their significance, but also for the way they captured the essence of competitive basketball. He thrived in moments that demanded composure, skill, and strategic thinking, demonstrating that true greatness is often defined by how one responds to pressure. Bird's legacy as a clutch performer continues to inspire players today, reminding them of the importance of mental fortitude and the ability to rise to the occasion. Larry Bird's influence extended beyond the NBA, as he played a crucial role in showcasing basketball on a global stage as a member of the 1992 US Olympic Dream Team. This team, which featured a roster of the greatest basketball players of the era, dominated opponents by an average of 44 points per game, highlighting the depth of talent in American basketball. Bird's presence on the Dream Team was symbolic. He represented the past while passing the torch to the next generation of basketball stars. How did Bird's involvement with the Dream Team elevate the global profile of basketball? The Dream Team's success in the 1992 Olympics not only solidified Bird's status as a basketball icon, but also helped elevate the profile of the NBA worldwide. The team's dominance captured the attention of fans across the globe, inspiring future international players and contributing to the globalization of the sport. Bird's contributions to the Dream Team exemplified his commitment to the game and his desire to promote basketball as a unifying force. Bird's legacy as a global ambassador for basketball is marked by his ability to connect with fans and players from diverse backgrounds. His humility and respect for the game resonated with audiences worldwide, making him a beloved figure not just in America but across the globe. As he passed the torch to the next generation of players, Bird's impact on the sport continued to grow, leaving an indelible mark on basketball history. The Dream Team experience also allowed Bird to showcase his skills on an international platform, further solidifying his reputation as one of the greatest players of all time. His leadership and experience were invaluable to the team's success, as he mentored younger players and helped create a cohesive unit that dominated the competition. Bird's role on the Dream Team exemplified his commitment to excellence and his desire to elevate the game of basketball on a global scale. Larry Bird's legacy is a rich tapestry woven from his unmatched work ethic, humble beginnings, and remarkable achievements in basketball. From his early struggles to his rise as a generational talent, Bird's story is one of resilience, determination, and excellence. His impact on the NBA, his iconic rivalry with Magic Johnson, and his role as a global ambassador for the sport have left an indelible mark on basketball history. Bird's journey serves as an inspiration, reminding us that greatness is achieved through hard work, passion, and an unwavering commitment to one's goals. His story is not just about basketball, it is a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity and strive for excellence. As we reflect on Larry Bird's illustrious career, we are reminded of the timeless lessons he imparted through his actions and achievements, making him a true legend in the world of sports. Moreover, Bird's life and career illustrate that success is not merely defined by accolades and titles, but by the impact one has on others and the legacy one leaves behind. His journey from humble beginnings to basketball immortality serves as a powerful reminder that with determination, resilience, and a commitment to excellence, anything is possible. In what ways can we apply Bird's principles of hard work and teamwork in our own lives? As we consider the challenges we face, whether in sports, academics, or personal endeavors, Bird's legacy encourages us to persevere, embrace collaboration, and remain dedicated to our passions. Ultimately, Larry Bird's legacy will continue to inspire future generations of athletes, reminding them that true greatness is achieved through hard work, perseverance, and a love for the game. His contributions to basketball extend far beyond the court, as he has become a symbol of what it means to embody the values of sportsmanship, dedication, and humility. In celebrating Larry Bird, we celebrate the very essence of what it means to be a champion, both in sports and in life. That's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked our content, please give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, NBA Legends, and enable notifications to stay updated with all our future content. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, take care and goodbye.